Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and today on Figure Finds and Unboxings, I finally get this box that I have been waiting for, not a terribly long time, but it's taken an adventure to get here, and I am really excited to crack into it. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Alright, like I said, I'm glad this is here because it had quite the adventure making its way to my house. I am recording this on a Thursday, so I really only got it a week late. But the path it took to get here was interesting. The person I bought this from on Facebook is located in Illinois. I am located in Kansas. I don't know if you know a lot about the U.S., but Illinois and Kansas are about you can do that drive in about 12 hours. I want to say I've done the drive in 12 hours. This package went from Illinois to Seattle, Washington, and then out in Seattle, it kind of just disappeared for a few days. So it spent a few days just in Seattle. Then after Seattle, it got shipped back here to Des Moines, Iowa. And then from Des Moines, Iowa, it went to Kansas City. And then to Kansas City, it finally made its way here. And after a long-awaited adventure, it is here on my doorstep. And I can finally open it for you guys and show you what I got. So I won't spend too much longer talking about it. I got a couple custom figures in here. It's a big lot of figures that I just happened to run across on Facebook, and I thought, what the heck? I don't buy a lot of customs from people. There are a couple customs in here. There are a couple just normal Mattel Elite figures, but it's a cool package. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna open this up and show you what I got. Alright, so first figure here, and before I dive too deep in anything, I do have to say, I'm a little disappointed. It's my fault. I didn't look, I didn't ask, but these didn't come from a smoke-free home, so as soon as I opened the box, I noticed that they smelled pretty strong of smoke. I don't smoke doesn't bother me, but I prefer my figures to just not smell. And if you smoke around figures, if your house, whatever the smell is, these figures, they soak it up hard, okay? So if you are someone that smokes, anything, try and avoid doing it around your figures because those figures will soak it up, and it's kind of a pain to get that smell out. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I wrap mine up in dryer sheets, and then I let them sit in a Ziploc baggie, zip shut for however long it takes to get the smell out. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it ever like fully goes away. I've had my fair share of figures smell like smoke when I get them. Not a deal breaker for me personally. I know sometimes like you'll see they're like stained. You can see there'll be like some yellow staining, which I don't think I see on any of the figures I got. They all look pretty good, so no worse for wear, just a little disappointing, but at the end of the day, it's not the worst. So, anyway, we've got Ric Flair, and you can see it is the defining moment figure, but it has been torso swapped with the Elite, one of the newer Elite Ric Flairs. He's got the just plain Elite torso, and he does not have double jointed arms. He does have that short hair Ric Flair head scan, so I'll probably just end up making a custom. Obviously, we know that I'm not opposed to getting pieces for customs. It came with the World Heavyweight belt. I already have the defining moment figure. I have a bunch of Ric Flairs, but Ric Flair is someone I definitely need to make more of because he's got so many different colored attires, so many different eras that I have not tackled. So this Elite is just kind of like extra. You'll see. So I do have 6 figures, and there's really, I bought this lot for the 2 customs, and then the other ones were just kind of, were in there for fun, is what I'll say. Next up is the Royal Rumble Damian Priest, and again, this is a figure I have, but one, I was buying for the custom, so the Damian Priest figure here is one I have, but it is a really, really good figure. I haven't looked real close, but he did have like these kind of pads at the Halloween Havoc NXT event, and he wore like a Sting inspired outfit attire. So I might turn that into turn this into that Halloween Havoc attire. But there's also a bunch of different looks he's given us on the main roster, so I might repaint it. Obviously, the legs are unique since they have the thigh pads and the knee pads molded on there, and then like his torso and arms are obviously unique to him. We don't have a lot of skin tones like this, and we don't have a lot of, or I meant to say we don't have a lot of arms and torsos in this skin tone. It's mostly just like the Rock skin tone, I'm pretty sure. So we have just like that Rock torso, a couple of Rock torsos, like the ripped one and the thick one. But there's a number of things I could do. So once I decide that, he'll make his way to Work in Progress Wednesday. I'd love to have some sort of custom Damian Priest. We haven't gotten him in black yet. So obviously I need him for my Judgment Day attire, or Judgment Day spot on my shelf. So we'll just kind of see where this one goes. Next up is the Undertaker from the newest Monday Night Raw Anniversary Pack. I got this figure, but it's such a good head scan. A really good head scan. It's got the double jointed arms that are in that little bit of different skin tone, but what I'm probably going to end up doing is just making this into the purple attire. I don't know. There's a lot of Undertakers. There's a lot of looks. I mean, really, the head scan is what I love the most. I think I said that when I unboxed the 3-pack, was that the Undertaker head scan was a huge selling point. So just getting another Undertaker, having these double jointed arms, having this head scan to utilize, I'm pretty excited about. Alright, of all the quote unquote extra figures in this lot, this is by far the favorite to be included. It is the Macho King attire, and I want to say it was Hall of Champions Macho King, or Royal Rumble maybe? Royal Rumble. I didn't get this figure, so I, for a while, was like, man, I don't need all these Macho Man figures. There's so many cool, colorful attires that I was like, I'm not going to try and get all of these. And now that I have gotten to a spot in my collection where I'm doing more customs, where I'm just kind of like filling out spots on my shelf, I've regretted that. I regretted not picking this up. And I do have this figure on my shelf, but I don't have the correct head scan, I do not have the glasses, I do not have the bandana. And for these Macho Men figures, so many of the figures, the head scans are okay, but it sucks to not have those glasses. It sucks to not have that bandana to really tie the whole outfit together. So he's got the swappable hands in. We've got his accessories, and I don't know if he might have come with a scepter or something, but I have extra scepters from some of his other figures, so I'm not heartbroken about that. I am really pumped that I got his glasses and bandana, and I love this figure. It's such a cool figure, and I mean, that's how a lot of the Macho Man figures are, which we're rumored to be getting another Ultimate of his, so I don't know if it's going to be another colorful one. I don't know if it's going to be his, like, WrestleMania 3... Man, is it WrestleMania 3 when he fought Steamboat? I don't know. There's just so many ways they can go. I'm sure we won't be getting a repeat, but yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped that I could get this essentially for retail price. I got 6 figures. I paid $125, so we're looking at about $20 a figure, which is about retail. So well, that's cheaper than retail, but with this Macho Man and then with the 2 customs I'm about to show off, I think I got a pretty sweet deal. So I'm gonna move on. We've got 2 more customs and then we'll wrap things up. Alright, the reason we are all here, the main event of this figure find and unboxing, is the custom Godwins that I picked up. And when I tell you I was pumped to get these, I am not exaggerating. I don't think I can express how excited I was to land these. I had no intention of purchasing custom Godwins. When the Brock Lesnar Elites were announced with the overalls, my thought as well, I saw a lot of people in the community talking about making custom Godwins out of those. And that was going to be my plan. I didn't love the formula, but I thought it was going to be a really easy way to get the Godwins in my collection. And I have fond memories of these guys. They weren't super important, but they were funny. I thought they were a goofy tag team. Their names were Phineas I. Godwin and Henry O. Godwin. So they were pig farmers with the initials Pig and Hog, and they were managed by Hillbilly Jim. They had a bucket of slop that they would throw on people, and as a kid, watching the New Gen era, I thought these guys were hilarious. And I think they are like some cult favorites. They're just a goofy new generation tag team, and ones that I couldn't resist adding once I saw that these were for sale on Facebook. And typically when like I essentially got these for retail price, and just looking at them, they're very well done. I don't know if the guy I got them from did them himself, but they're great figures. The head scans, I think, are from are head scans done by Tom Veg. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But he does a lot of head scans, and then Glory Days of Wrestling, I believe, is who does the printing. I didn't know. The guy didn't tell me. I'm just kind of going off of what I see in the community. But then the rest of the formula for these is different than what I thought would have been used. In the pictures, I thought these guys were a little bigger, which I was kind of worried they were going to be out of scale. But in person, these are fantastic customs. The Bray Wyatt torsos, the Bray Wyatt t-shirt torsos are used, and then the arms on Henry in the yellow are a little bit thicker. I can't tell who they're from though. And then the Phineas arms are just some, I think it's painted black. So it's actually like a dark green. I don't know if you can pick it up. It actually looks a little better on camera than it does in person. It's a dark green, so those must be painted. The torso's painted. And then the Henry O has some of the Elite Ivar legs. And you can see like the brown boots on him. And then the Phineas has some shield legs. He has like those pants underneath, and scale wise they look good. They were some relatively big dudes, and they even came with a bucket. The only thing missing is a pig, and I'm sure I have a pig in my fodder box somewhere. But that is everything. That isn't everything. We gotta get Hillbilly Jim up here, who is briefly their manager. That's his Legends figure. And this thing sucks at trying to stand up because the feet are ungodly loose. There we go. There we go. We got the Godwins. We got Hillbilly Jim. And I can't wait to add these to my new gen self. I've been on a huge new gen kick ever since I got this new generation ring. And these guys are awesome additions. But I'm going to get everything on screen here so you can just kind of see in whole what we all got, and then we'll wrap things up. Alright, there you can see everything in its entirety. I think this is a pretty awesome haul. Like I said, I don't buy custom figures a lot, and for me to go out, purchase these, and get them in hand looking as good as they do, I'm really, really happy. Please like, share, subscribe. I am planning to do another figure giveaway when I hit 500 subscribers, and we're just shy of 400 as of recording. So who knows? Could be a little bit, could go quickly, just like the first giveaway that I thought I was going to do at 100. If you like what I'm doing here on the channel, you can go check out some other figure find and unboxing videos by clicking on the video at the end here. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy figures. Figure Dude, out.